Okay, today's episode on our WTL community, WTL arena, in houses, we've got an iron to gold game. Everyone in this game is below gold, or gold or below. Let's take a look here. So, we do a lot of iron to gold games. I've been told that this game is just pure fighting chaos, like zero macro. Let's have a look here. And as always, we're going to do our format where we're going to, if we end all 10 players' reviews, we're done. We're not even going to be looking at the whole game.
So the first thing I look at this, look at blue team's comp. It's like so much setup for Yasuo. You got the El Clasico Gragas Yasuo. You got Trundle pillars. There's a lot going on there. I mean, this is Yasuo's game. This is absolutely Yasuo's game.
I think these jungle matchups are so funny. That's Gragas Lee Sin. Like, it's like we're in full competitive mode. It's crazy to people play competitive junglers here. And same with our first one that we did with Skarner and Vi. Like, I feel like this is full competitive jungle matchups every game. Yep. So
Well,
why did
yeah,
you do that? What's he doing? What's the attention? As long as the
nah,
attention is fine.
no, I think he was trying to ward, right? And then he got caught.
Well, the
I'm assuming.
Raptors.
Let's take a look. Yeah, no, yeah. So he was. I think he was going into ward. Yeah. I mean, this is normal. I wouldn't say this is actually just well played to the enemy. I mean,
Yeah, they controlled that bush.
ASOL
Yeah.
controlled that bush really well and punished him. This is fine. I remember this matchup from doing the TLA. I remember playing Mordekaiser into Trundle, and then Trundle cannot play the game on to get Bramble Vest. I remember that's all I remember.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're gonna lose. The longer the lane goes, the harder it's gonna get for you as a Trundle. And this sort of wave state's yeah, yeah, Tommy's Rebel Vest. And look at this sort of wave. Look at that. Like, Mordekaiser could just keep this wave state. It's very hard now
He's
for Trundle.
chilling. He's like already outscaled. It's already outscaled.
It's already over. Level 2, end of review.
All right, 3 camps. So let's look at the state to decide to go for 3 camps. Let's go back here because we should bots fighting. This is obviously a strike for Gragas. We're not adapting. We're very tunneled on the Grump there. Like that, we were not looking at that. Literally fighting on the minimap. You just have to check the minimap. You don't even need an F key. Yeah. Come on, Crow. Let's go. Like, let's fight this. This is why you gank. This is the best time to gank when they're heavy trading.
It's fine. You can just do a U-turn, right? He can just he probably
Of course.
you get to the you might start just drop the cap. Yeah.
I mean, the decision to go here. I mean, I don't even. Everyone's full HP. The wave. Maybe it's fine. Maybe we can brute force. Yep. Logan.
So this Lee Sin is like setting up a tent in mid and punishing this Yasuo. I think Yasuo's
We can't just full clear. But I mean, these champs are good at level 3 ganking, the Gragas and Lee Sin, so it's not the
yeah,
worst.
nice
It's
gank.
fine. He's no smite. Gragas is very slow and he's no smite. Counter jungler with no smite, you have a short time, it's very risky. You have to be very careful. Very lucky that, yeah, Lee Sin does the wolves there. He's going to get away with murder here. How much gold does he have? Press X. Yeah, I mean,
which is a good
Wouldn't
recall.
Wouldn't it make way more sense to camp this bush, fuck up Lee Sin with your Q? You can like cook your barrel in the bush and just
You
get like a really
should,
good chunk.
just chunk this guy
And then
hard
you
and
can
kite
get
out.
double scuttle, no?
Yeah. I just realized Greg has fleet of footwork.
Wow. He's also bought a ruby crystal instead of the items I said. He bought no damage.
What are we building here? We might be cooking with builds here already. Oh god, Here we go.
And look at that
correct,
Mordekaiser's
Dennis.
solo killing
Just
top,
chunk
by the
that.
way. Dude, look at that.
All right.
This is exactly the same as 4. Look at that. They're dying in the
It dove
worst
him,
possible
dude.
state. Dying when the
Wait.
wave is slow building into you here.
Trundle has TP. He can just base TP at any time and he's fine. Look at that.
Oh.
We
Missed
walk
the
into
cannon
an
as
E.
well.
Yeah. Let's not think about E. Okay,
Mate.
that's Trundle's review gone.
Yeah, Trundle's end of review. I mean, now you're just going to perma lose the entire lane.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so what's Gragas's win condition now? Does he just try path to bot again? Like
Punish bottoms. Yeah, we got Leona set up. Let's go. Punish bottoms. Top is a lost cause here, so Gragas should just be clearing top to bot. We could do wolves first. I guess that's fine. I love getting little camps off the map first. If hopefully he does Gromp next.
yeah.
Crow, Gromp. Don't do blue. Do Gromp. Get the little camps off the map. Always little camps. Really important.
I mean, I don't know, Nathan. I haven't jungled in a while, but from my perspective, what I would like to do here is you would do Gromp first, then Wolves, and you would skip blue entirely.
You can
and
skip blue. Yes,
you would get these.
exactly right. You can
I
do
still
that.
know what I'm talking
indeed.
about. Thank God.
Nice.
You
Yes,
should leave that
absolutely.
there. It's worthless. It's absolutely worthless. It's level 1
Yep.
blue buff.
Get your little camps off the map. Get them spawning. Your whole game's different when you start having that mindset instead of buffs.
Trundle
Lee Sin's
plays
getting a
frozen
strike.
again.
Sin-
Trundle's in a hole, man. Trundle is in a big hole.
Yeah, Mordekaiser can permafreeze this.
Yeah, he can. If he's
He went
careful
for
with his
AP
ability
instead of
usage.
Bramble, though. Okay. Well, Lee Sin based and then insta-ganked top and didn't get anything done. So I am going to give him a strike. Because he's just running around the map.
Yep,
Acel's
showing
doing
the
a
map.
very good job, by the way. Acel's freezing the wave. Like, Acel's wave management this lane so far has actually been really good.
Yeah, mid laners are the best, right? Oh,
Hurrah.
okay. I mean, creative invade by the Gragas. It did work. Well done. This Gragas is going to hit a very early level 6. Because he's taken a lot of camps. Think about it. He's counter jungled 3 camps already this game.
This Lee Sin looks like the average Lee Sin you would see in a bronze game, right?
Oh my god, he's invading again. He got it? Is he going to die for it? Wait, this Gragas just doesn't do damage because he's fleet footwork tank Gragas.
That's right. Correct. That should be doing tons of damage to that Lee Sin. Kiting in and out.
I almost want to end Gragas' review for the runes.
Yeah, we can. I'm happy for that.
Oh,
yeah,
nah,
Gragas, you need to play slightly.
Give him
There's gotta
another
be
shot.
more.
Yeah, there's got to be more.
Dude, this,
Oh
oh my
my
god,
God.
6-4. This guy, I don't want to look at that. That's
Yeah, I don't want to look at that. It's a bloodbath. Get me out. Yeah,
Okay, so
that
Jin needs to
lane.
crash this wave really badly. This is a good dragon window maybe for blue team. They can push this wave out and start dragon with Gragas. No
Wait,
way.
What?
All right, end of review.
What is going on? No. Give him half a strike 'cause he's done well for so far. What happened here? Depends what we.
You just wait. You need to go back.
Oh, mate. All you got to do, all he has to do here is just bounce the wave out, right? Like, and then Trundle
Yep.
can't play the game.
Just
It's
keep
the whole
chunking
playing for
stuff.
kills mentality. Like he's just
This
playing
Yeah.
for
ult
kills.
is crazy.
You don't
right
need
under
to
the
do this
tower.
stuff, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he's
so-
also
so-
he's mechanically messed it up as well. Like you can ER here if you have your Q. Look, he's got
Yeah.
no Q,
Yep.
and then he should insta R by the way.
Yep.
But he also has
Yep.
no Q, so he's messed it up in both aspects. He's
Well,
delayed
what
the
do you
R
think about the mindset of just holding R like this? Just because you want to keep this guy low HP and just keep denying farm. You don't want to give him a reset here, like a free reset.
Yeah.
Like hold R, so then there's no way Gragas can ever kill you. You're basically just going to be slowly bleeding out Trundle because the lane's already over, right? So you could actually have the mindset of I'm actually not playing to kill Trundle anymore. I'm trying to play to chunk, and play really small and just hold my R for me getting ganked because I want to be like play aggressive. Maybe that could be the mindset as well. Pretty
I
advanced.
think that's a really good point. Yeah, win lane without pressing R. That's really big.
Yeah, exactly right. I talked about that with Luca on Aatrox. Like he was really far ahead. He was pumping. He's like he doesn't actually want to use his R because he wants to save the R for the 1v2.
Now
What
this
action
is a
was that?
pretty big, I think a pretty big error from the ASOL. If you go back, I think ASOL needs to be you need to be selfish here. You know,
he actually missed out on his recall. Look at his money. He's sitting on 800 gold.
Yeah.
Yasuo just
and
pays.
it's real. Getting a reset into Yasuo is very precious. You can hover. I think the hover is fine.
The ulti is Wait, what is that ult? Did he just misclick?
Just whiffed, yeah. I think he just anticipated him to walk to that bush.
But even if you try to get the kill, it's actually very risky because even if you go in, let's say you get the kill onto Gragas, like where are you going to go? Like you don't really have much else to go. It's a sketchy play. But yeah, the problem is now look at this. Now you're in this hole where you can't get a reset. You have no TP.
Well, Draven should deploy mid here, and ASOL should take over bot. I wouldn't expect that in a game of this caliber, but that is what should occur right here. Draven should never be running bot while ASOL's already here. They should be swapping lanes.
Yeah. Good point.
But yeah, well played by the Jhin, by the way. I just want to point out, like Jhin and Leona, really good that they paid attention to Gragas moving. And I will say that Gragas he's certainly a chef in the kitchen, but he is being proactive. He's done a lot of shit on the map. Honestly, more proactive than the Vi we looked at in the in the Master Plus.
In the Plat Plus.
Yeah, the Plat Plus game. Exactly right.
Looks like we're building Rod of Ages. That's what he's going.
Oh,
the
no,
Rod of Ages.
Oh, no, Mord. Oh, what happened?
Fighting with that ult. It's no R, no fight.
And going for extended trades. Look at that. We just whack it. We're playing exactly how Trundle wants to play. We're not
Why
playing
are we not just
this guy.
use our distance, poke him down with Qs? I mean, this is Mordekaiser 101. You can tell there's a lack of matchup understanding and even Champ mastery, probably.
We put so much effort into that Mord guide.
I know, right? Just watch
the Mord
damn guide. Watch the guide, mate.
Okay, so Lee Sin's ganking this with no camps, with his camps up. This is pretty good. I think this is a good gank, right?
Isn't a W just really useless? Shouldn't you hold your W?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, why do that? It looks pretty cool though, but like,
no, what he should save it. He should W to a minion here, and then
exactly right. Just walk up. Just walk up. He's overcomplicating things. Yeah,
that's really funny.
This is why I check like Lee Sin is hard because the more abilities you have so many options. It's fun to press your abilities. That's why, a champ that's like, like a Lily or whatever, you only have one option. I mean, actually, Lily's just throw their E's randomly. I don't know what a good option is for that. What's a champ that can just, doesn't have to overcook? Fiddlesticks or something like that, right?
So which comp do you think has ease of execution? When you look at this game, like, what would you say?
Oh, for sure, blue side. Way easier to execute.
Yeah, blue side because of the Jhin, the Leona. I think those two champions alone can carry the game just by stunning people. Oh my god. They're just clicking their buttons. They're all clicking their buttons. Lee Sin's just got a triple kill.
That was very overwhelming. Can we go back? I didn't. What the fuck just happened?
Let's turn the fog of war off. Let's have a look what's going on.
Okay, so they've started the. Okay, so we know that Gragas, Yasuo have very good skirmishing right now. Like, I would love to be fighting. You got Ignite. You got Yasuo.
Trundle used ulti to solo kill Mord. And Mord has ult still. That was why the top solo kill happened, because there was an ult discrepancy. So they're literally going into this scrub fight with no ultis. Sorry, with an ult down, sorry. Okay,
so play it out from here, right? So Gragas Yasuo need to be teeing up together and getting a two-man R would be great. So where's the Gragas R? Gragas R should be going in. We should be getting a two-man ultimate. Now they're split.
Didn't ulti off the ulti.
Didn't ulti. He needed to ult. Okay, so this is a really important principle. This is actually funny. It's so funny I see this. In the lower elo brackets, notice what Yasuo is doing. See how Yasuo is just sitting in the middle of the pit? Like, you don't know when they're coming. Like, you're completely
blind.
Yeah. Like, I would be standing out, trying to get a bit of vision or put a ward or something, because I don't know when they're coming. Because if we had that vision around that corner there, Gragas could have thrown an R there, boom, two-man ultimate onto the Lee Sin and the ASOL. We could turn and play for the fight.
Absolutely. They're not thinking about this being contested. I think they were just doing the grubs. They weren't prepared to fight afterwards. Because ASOL's positioning, that was actually kind of cool. Like, ASOL's just sitting behind the pillar shooting.
Yep.
I think ASOL could have probably... I mean, ASOL did a ton of damage this fight, actually. But yeah, Gragas just super hesitant on the ulti in general. He also didn't E-flash. Like, Gragas can pull the trigger a lot
They can pull the trigger. You have to pull the trigger. If you don't pull the trigger, you're just going to get... I mean, because think about it. Mordekaiser could ult one of them out. ASOL's going to shred you down. They needed to play to turn.
Yep, so that will be Gragas's review done and dusted.
Yeah, it's a pretty big one. Pretty big mistake from Gragas.
So beat them to the punch mentality was required, though.
Yes. I mean, Jin's still
I'm going to give Yasuo a strike just for being 0-2. I don't know why, but he has to get a strike.
All right.
Agreed.
Jin's doing great. Let's remove Jin's strike, actually. He's doing really well.
Jin's doing well. So if you play well, you get strikes removed, right? So we
Yes.
can make that the system. You make mistakes,
That's
you
a
get
good
a
idea.
strike, depending on the quality of the mistake. And then if you play well, you can redeem yourself.
That's a good one. The top lane's done forever, by the way. They're KO'd, actually. Let's say these top laners are both
There is
KO'd.
KO.
They're both KO'd, yeah.
They're both KO'd.
Yeah, the way it should work is that if you have two, if you're just gone, you're instant. Like, there's no way Gragas can get back as well. If you have one strike, that strike can be removed.
Exactly. That makes sense. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotta get these KOs off the screen so I can see what I'm looking at. All right. So there's a dragon up. Red team are doing the dragon.
I mean,
in terms of bot lane, it looks like we're down a lot of money. Draven's items suck right now. I would not be wanting to fight this dragon. Also, Lee Sin has no ult. They don't really care about their ultimate cooldowns very much, it seems.
Is Rakan should be level 5 here, by the way? How's Rakan level 5?
Well, considering the fact that he hasn't done anything on the map, I think it's unacceptable
That's
to
a
be level 5
strike.
at this point.
That's
so I
a
think
strike.
you're right. That is a strike.
We've got to be level 6 here. Like, come on.
Let's look at this
Just got
execution.
level 6 there.
Okay, they did the Gragas Yasuo combo, but only on one person.
Good peel.
Good flash
Ace
by
of Lars
Leona.
coming back up soon.
Whoa. Dude, look at this Leona. Holy shit, look at this Leona. Wow.
All right.
Yeah, so that's just one of the most horrific dragon starts I've seen in the history of human history. So let's go ahead and release
in the history of human history.
Exactly.
I think that, and the reason that was not an ideal start, right, is that they had no Lee Sin R. Your Rakan was level 5. You got Asol getting shoved in on mid. Asol also has no R. So you've basically got no Rs. And on top of that, you've got a Gragas Yasuo that can turn the corner and start messing you guys up. And Leona's obviously very strong at level 6 as well. So you're really overcomplicating things at the moment.
Also, just like try and just play the fight out in your head. Like, how is this fight going to work for you guys? Because I think like what they're doing is when they're starting objectives, they're not actually thinking that the objective is going to turn into a fight.
Yeah.
They're not thinking ahead.
That's right.
They're just thinking about the neutral. Exactly right. They're not viewing neutrals as like a magnet for a fight. They're just viewing a neutral's a neutral. I want to get the neutral.
That's right.
But yeah, you're actually spot on. What we've seen is that there is little to no emphasis on R cooldowns, power spikes, and level spikes.
Yes.
Right? Just very simple. It's like Draven had all components. Jin had Collector.
Yep.
Leona had R. Azel had no R. Lee Sin had no R. Draven only
Rakan
had no R. Rakan had no R.
R.
It was literally 0 sides. I mean, the only person I guess was kind of strong was Lee, but he didn't have R.
Yep.
You know, it's just why are we doing that?
Do you know the ranks in this game, Nathan? Because I think Brisket is a gold player, by the way. As far as
potentially, I don't know the
memory.
ranks. But maybe in the future we'll get the ranks of everyone.
Okay.
So it helps us get some more context.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it makes sense that Brisket's like he's got quite good farm. He's playing quite slow in reserve. Just because good League of Legends can go unnoticed. Like he's not doing crazy shit, guys.
That's right.
The fact that he's not making the errors is why he's like a cut above in this current game.
Yeah.
Now this top lane has been so back and forth, honestly.
Lee Sin's ganking without ulti again, by the way. Just want to make a note of that. 13 seconds on ult.
Mordekaiser had R, by the way. How did Trundle live that? Why is he not?
Mordekaiser has ult. This is one of the best gank setups in the whole game, by the way, guys. Like Mordekaiser ulti. This is I mean, he's just like he's just disrespecting. He didn't think about Trundle Ghost, and then he probably got to this point and he's spam clicking the button like and
that's right, and he's not in range. Exactly right.
You know, if you're more the Mord or the Trundle watching this, you know, you really got to bring it back to fundamentals. Champ mastery, really. What are you trying to achieve? You know, what are your champ's reference points? Bring it back to the
when are you strong, when are you weak? Yeah,
exactly right.
So Logan's just face checked to Leona, so that's going to be a half strike for him.
Yeah, I mean, Rakan wasn't there, right? Rakan was getting vision on the Raptors. So we walked in by ourselves into the tri-bush. Logan, come on, man.
Leona was missing, you know.
Yep.
Sloppy. Okay, so, I mean, now, at this stage of the game, I mean, blue side's in a pretty good spot. I mean, you got Jin, who's very, very strong. You know, Gragas Yasuo combo, ease of execution. Leona, ease of execution. So, blue side's looking good.
I really don't like this gank because it's just counter to the win condition.
Yep.
What do you think, Nathan? Like, I don't even think this kill is
Gragas need
worth
to be
2 camps.
No,
Like,
it's not.
you
Gragas should be
playing
bot,
that,
diving bot, killing bot, Leona, Jin. Jin's popping off 5-0. Let's just finish off this tower. Your mindset is as a jungler, once it starts getting like 10, 11, 12 minutes, especially when plates for 14 minutes, is what is the easiest tower for me to kill? You'll think about breaking first tower. It's not about ganks or kills or whatever. It's like, what is the guaranteed first tower? Get bot lane broken, then let Jin and Leona deploy on the map, and you guys just take over the map together.
Yep. So this would be a good opportunity to probably sync up your deploy with Leo. Instead of doing both these camps, maybe you skip one and go straight to bot. Or would you just ignore what's happening and just farm in a sequence towards bot lane?
Yeah, just farm into a sequence. I still want to be efficient, you know? Like, we still want to be pushing. Your economy. You always want to be valuing economy. There's no rush. Bot will break anyway. Again, you could wait till 14 minutes.
This is purely reactive. The only reason he goes top here is because he saw Lee Sin gank top.
Yes.
So he's like, okay, you gank top, now I have to do it, you know?
Or it could be compensation as well. Oh my god, Trundle's low HP. I gotta help. I gotta bail this guy out. I gotta like help the Trundle because it's sort of like what Curtis was saying before. It's like, maybe they think, oh well, bot's already winning. I just need to prevent top from losing or something like that. But this is the situation where you need to win harder from bot, basically.
This is what I've noticed is watching these junglers, Nathan, is like there's not. The win con assessment is questionable.
We don't tab. Well, what I see in reviews, there's no tabs ever that go on, so we never even think about item spikes or win condition assessment. Who's strong, who's weak. Who's strong, who's weak is just not something that iron gold junglers think about.
Oh, Gragas. Oh, Gragas. Like, Mordekaiser is turning into a win con now because of Gragas.
Yeah.
Oh, God. These pesky junglers.
and this is where, by the way, ASOL in solo queue, like I think ASOL is such a good solo queue champion to lower elo brackets because now what happens, it's kind of got that Kale effect of what we saw in the last one where it's like he's just sitting there patiently farming, scaling, like he's gonna be a menace in moving into this mid game.
Yeah, I'm worried for blue team, by the way. If I saw this ASOL, I'd be very, very concerned because isn't ASOL pretty good into the entire enemy team?
Well, the Gragas Yasuo combo is a lot of threat. It's a shit ton of threat. So,
seeing Gragas with fleet building rod, no damage. So probably not that scared.
Can you go Banshee's Veil on ASOL?
Yes. No, that's what I would do. Yeah, I would go. I would 100% go Banshees this game. Or Zonya's, one or the other.
Yeah. There you go. I would win this game as ASOL, confirmed.
I love defensives on ASOL in games like this.
Okay. So I think Draven's review is over, just anecdotally, because we are not an item at 14. Yep. We're 90 farm and we've lost lane to Jin 5-0. So let's just end that review fast.
Yep. Done.
I want to see what Rakan does in the mid game in terms of pairing up with the jungler before I end his review. It looks like he's on the same side of the map as the Lee, which is great.
This is good. I mean, realistically, I think blue side can probably contest this next dragon. You've got ASOL empowered R. You've got, if you play with all your R's, you can win this next team fight.
Damn, Mordekaiser just constantly taking extended trades into the Trundle. This is such a back and forth matchup because neither of them know the strengths of their own champions.
And then also,
Yasuo's review's gone, by the way. 0-3-89 farm by 14 minutes. Yeah. That's gone. We see you later.
Agreed.
All right.
You can veto it if you want, Curtis.
No. It is pretty bad. I mean, you're a Yasuo. You're one of the strong. You got a strong early game. You should be, especially into an ASOL. You need to be popping. You need to be farming really well. You should be a
exactly right.
Now.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So it seems like the whole of red team, all 5 units, have postured around there. We're starting this objective. There's a Yasuo showing bot with no TP.
Okay.
There is some logic to this. ASOL's also spiked.
Yep. Yeah, I like this. I think from red side this is good. Makes sense. Yeah. Everyone has ours. We can win this fight. I would like to see TP bot. Yeah.
Yes, he's done it, dude. He's TP bot. I was gonna say I don't like when he ditched the wave, but look at this.
Yeah, this is great.
Wow.
ASOL's played a good game.
Yeah, mid laners.
His wave management was good. He's actually. Well, I got
Mage mid laners are the best players in the world. Yes.
Mid laners are the most superior beings.
Yep.
Genetically
we'll see. It's a Sovereign versus Brisket, dude. Who's going to win?
It actually is. This is Jin versus ASOL.
Yes.
No one else matters.
I would never want to be the Jin in that equation.
By the way, has Gragas been AFK? Like, I feel like Gragas is like not in the game. Like, what has Gragas been doing?
For it's because of that whole dive top and stuff. Remember, we established it. It was not playing towards Jin and Leona.
Where is he? What is he doing? What was he doing?
Wasted time top.
No, but when the rift was
they're doing the rift. Yeah, what
was he doing?
Ah. We're going to red buff because this red buff is spawning, I think. Yeah, okay.
So he just based it. Leona's on map. They're shoving top deep. His top laner just took this trade, and then he based.
Yeah, we get aggressive. We're not recalling here. What do we even recall for, by the
okay,
way?
let's actually break this down from blue side. What should happen? Yasuo should shove this wave and rotate to mid. Gragas should stay on the map, and it should actually be blue team's objective.
Blue side, 100%. It's actually a really bad red start.
It's a really
herald start for red team.
I think I think red can win this fight if they play it well.
Yeah, they can. But I'm saying that Gragas should stay and Yasuo should swing over, and it should at least be 5v5.
It should be a 5v5, exactly.
Because of this chunk, dude. If they don't let more base TP, it's going to be very hard for them.
Or just split map. Or split map. You could also trade that rift off and hover your Yasuo bot side and kill whoever shows on bot side with your Yasuo. You could do that as well.
That would be pretty elite. If Asol teleported on the bot tower and then Gragas came out behind the wall and killed him, that would be very cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a strike to Leona, because I'm going to say her responsibility to call, because these guys in the driver's seat. Bot lane, when you're fed, you're in the driver's seat, let's go. Gragas, might be a little bit flustered, top, a little bit confused. Get the people who are confident to make these calls, who are winning.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, Leona is the one literally staring at the objective.
Yes, exactly right. Get my jungler, sync up with my jungler.
Get involved.
Okay, so Gragas goes back to clearing camps. It's a full clear Philip. And mobbing the Yasuo.
Got win wall still, right? So he should be fine. There's no way Lee Sin can kill. There we go. There's a win wall, invisible win wall. Rakan went on the other side of Yasuo to give him the E.
Oh my god, the smite Q.
Wow.
Oh my.
How'd that Q land?
Oh,
that would have been clean. That would have just looked nice.
Dude, the mechanics. I'm actually impressed with some of these mechanics. Like, do you think Asol's greeting his ult? Is that what's going on here? Like, is this just
no, I would no. You should never R this as Asol. This is a terrible view.
So you need to save the big ulti for objectives, right?
Yeah, what does this kill do? It does absolutely nothing. If you get the kill, you burn the flash, great. Small wins. That's it. You go back to the wave, chill.
Yeah. This is just a big overchase. I feel like blue team could have capitalized better on this. Like, why aren't they diving Draven mid? That's what Leona should be doing. Oh, this is almost a double striker for Leona, not diving mid here. Gragas Leona should insta-kill this guy on the mid wave.
Correct. Dead, yes.
Damn. No, I'm not going to
probably see this a lot. Probably see a lot. It's a bit high level. Missed dives, missed opportunities. Yeah, is definitely a big thing that it's hard to expect an iron. You don't need to do that to win games at iron and gold, but it is big.
I think gold you do. From a support perspective.
Dive opportunities.
Well, from a support perspective, there's not much else to do, man. Like, you need to be able to identify mismatches in numbers. I don't know what rank spin to win is, but if spin to win is above gold 4, then that would definitely be a huge error. Big error.
Yeah, I mean, the way this game is going is that, blue side have a lot of strength, but they're just not doing anything with it, right? Gragas is not syncing up with the team. Leona's playing backseat gaming. Jin's just, clearing waves on repeat. I mean, now Yasuo has Bork, so hopefully Yasuo can maybe do something here. But if this game continues at its pace, I mean, red side's just got ease of execution, in my opinion, with the Asol. I mean, Asol's just going to become a huge problem.
I'm going to give Jin the strike for not diving Draven mid. He should have called it.
That's right. That's the call. Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I want to backtrack on that. I do think blue side still has ease of execution, but like, again, Asol can capitalize on lazy gameplay.
Okay. So a bit of ARAM. I don't hate it. I don't hate a bit of ARAM. Mordekaiser kind of sucks in the extended lane versus Trundle. Mordekaiser could have adapted his build to hard win this matchup, as we've already said, but it's okay.
Yeah, but there's just not really much happening. There's no neutral sub right now. We're chilling.
We're just going to have to wait till his next dragon. Both teams should be heavily priming themselves for like what's going to happen on the next Drake.
Agreed.
Okay, Trundle is taking a random 1v1. Not ideal. Where's Leona? Okay, this is another opportunity.
Yep, here we go.
This guy? Just blow his cleanse. Trade ult for cleanse. Trade ult for cleanse. Oh. Definitely should trade ult for cleanse there.
You could even have gone on the Asol there as well, by the way. You could burn Asol flash.
At least she postured. At least they took the tower. It was better. It was better.
So Atacon seems to be the next major neutral objective coming up here. I mean, blue side are getting a lot of prio. They've got prio in mid. They've got prio in bot. Blue side have complete map control at this stage.
Rakan linking up with a Lee Sin. I love to see this.
So why is Gragas here? What is Gragas doing here? Why are we here? Right, we've got Dragon coming up. We've got Atacon coming up. What are we doing?
It's Mission Impossible.
Where is he?
He's Mission Red Buff.
No way.
Wait, no, look, this is his deploy, right? Did he base? No, so he went back to camps.
Why are we not...
He's never with Leona. Like, that's a big issue.
No, we're never with Leona, no.
We should be shadowing our Yasuo. You're a Gragas Yasuo combo. That's the entire point. Here. He should be on bot side, on the other side of the map, prepping for the next neutral objective, and then just complementing your Yasuo. Because even if you were shadowing around mid with the Leona, by the way, you could burn flashes very easily by just ERing someone. Right, like you could easily.
Leona's in the right location, but again, do we want to put another strike for Leona? Once again, not calling or controlling the jungler.
I wouldn't feel comfortable telling Crows before Hose what to do in this game as Leona at this point. After I've seen this level of like
okay,
he's going on the map trying to have a picnic over here. Like, just let him do his thing.
This level of debauchery.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just like pan my camera at that. I would probably mute him and then just like let him cook, you know?
Crows before Hose, mate. Yeah,
good play by Jin and Leona.
This is good from Leona. Yeah, really good. Yeah. Breaking the tier 2 would be lovely if we can.
Yeah, you want to give him I almost want to remove Leona's strike for that, by the way, Nathan. The fact that she went to the right side of the map. I'm going to remove the strike for that.
It's good.
Almost, I'll leave Jin's there, though. Jin's was a bit more egregious. I'm going to hold Jin to a higher standard.
Yeah, we got to hold Jin to a higher standard, yeah.
Okay, Logo just missed the drift.
What happened?
He was playing Burnout, and then he dropped the PS2 controller during his fucking race, and he's...
Oh, no. Logan, mate. On the big screen.
Yeah.
Exposed.
Hey, we've dropped both axes.
Did we just expose a win trade?
I think Leona wins this, man. Shit. Oh!
Oh!
Holy moly. Okay, base for Dragon. Fast.
Okay, speed. Asol...
Jin needs to base. It's on 1,500 gold. Dragon's coming up. Press the B button, Jin.
I mean, honestly, if I'm red side, I'm scared of this next Dragon. I really am. I mean, this Jin is 2 items. Yasuo's on Bork. I mean, they got good setup.
No. Oh, I really want to end his review. What has Jin
What
just
happened
done?
there? I didn't even know what the hell happened.
So instead of basing with his team, Jin overstayed on the map for absolutely nothing. He's sitting on 1,500 gold. He then has another opportunity to base here, and then he sees Leona base. He literally face checks the objective with very little vision, and then has to flash away. As the primary carry.
That's pretty big. As a primary carry, that is a big problem.
I know what it is. That's a half. That's a quarter. He's on like his last legs.
Last legs, I agreed.
Okay, this is going to be a big fight here. Asol has empowered R. We've got the Gragas Yasuo combo ready to go. Trundle chomping on the Maud. Great Asol R.
Oh my god, there's so much going on.
There's like fight on 3 fronts here.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch. Oh my god, Logan's like killing everyone.
Get him, Logan.
Guys, Jin died because he had no flash. I can't believe what has just occurred. Right, yeah. The review is over.
We need to rewatch this fight. They just got ace. What happened here? What?
I think Rakan smurfed it, honestly.
Can we watch it once through the red team's view and then once through the blue team's view? Let's just do
Let's go red first. We know what happened with Maud. Maud killed Jin. We don't need to watch Maud. Let's watch the Asol side of the fight. So it looks like blue team actually have position in the river.
That W is really big, by the way. Your W's on a long cooldown. You have no adaptability now.
11 seconds.
That's not good.
It's just a pure adaptation fight. They overcommand on Maud, and Rakan gets a beautiful engage.
Good
Asol ulti. And then they front to back it. I like the way they play this. Look, we just hit the targets in front of us. Lee Sin creates a lot of space.
Draven's just free hitting.
Yeah. I don't think there's really much blue team could have done considering how the fight started. I think it was a pure engage loss from blue side.
If we go back through and watch it from the blue side perspective, what they need to do is they need to beat them to the punch on a real target, not on the Mordekaiser.
Dude, you need to triple ult this with the Gragas. Yeah.
Triple ult that. Then Leona ult, Yasuo ult, they can win that fight from that. And because Draven's out of position. Draven's not here.
Gragas could even simply just like, if he was being very aware, just use E in this direction as well and just kind of zone them away and then ulti the ground.
Yep.
Just some sort of like turn. It's again the same thing that happened at the Herald. The team that engages will win the fight. But again, really, really good job by Rakan. Good coordination by everyone.
I think Leona actually played the fight well, though. Leona actually made it very difficult for Asol. Like, I think Leona, I mean, minus that R, actually played a pretty good fight.
Yeah, she got to throw her R into the mix near the start for sure. Leona's the last one standing on blue team. I don't think I can fault Rakan either. I almost want to remove Rakan's one strike, honestly, but I think I'll leave it there.
Yeah, and now what we've got is even Yasuo is just going to find it really hard. He's just not farmed enough. They get the dragon, they get the Adacon, Asol scaling like crazy. Mordekaiser is now on 2.5 items. You end up going for the Oblivion Orb over the.
I like the idea with
Bramble.
that TP. Yeah, at least he's got some sort of lifestyle.
Yep.
I mean, he'll cut. It's fine.
And quite honestly, I just don't think blue side have the damage to even get through. I mean, considering again, Gragas doesn't have any damage. Yasuo is really far behind. The only damage really from blue side is Jhin. That's it. That's all the damage.
Yep.
How are they going to get through the Seraphs on the Asol? How are they going to get through the Rakan peel and Lee Sin peel? It's just not really possible.
It's going to be very hard, yeah.
Very, very, very hard.
Yeah, I mean, Leona's just gone in with not a care in the world of where the Gragas is again. Gragas in base, Leona engages, Yasuo's on bot wave. It's going to have to be a strike for Spin to win.
Yeah.
Honestly, it could be a complete end of review for her.
So, okay, so what blue side need to do is actually very simple. Gragas needs to play. Gragas and Leona need to hover your Yasuo. Yasuo can still pressure in the side lane. You need to beat them to the punch. You see them out of position? Go. You need to press the go button. You have tools. You got Leona R. You got the Gragas combo. You just go. You got to beat them to the punch. What's gonna happen if you don't press the go button? We're just gonna slowly bleed out. You're gonna get picked. Yasuo's gonna die. I mean, I don't know why Yasuo is in mid there. By the way, when Gragas was on Krugs, what are we doing here? Why is he on mid here? But this is what we've seen with the blue side is that there's that lack of just go button. It's just non-existent. They've removed the gas pedal.
Exactly right. And the navigation and the steering wheel and the brakes. And half the chassis is on the side of the road as well.
I think, Charles, Leona's review has to be over because we didn't take control of this. This is a game where you can't make mistakes because of the comp difference.
Yeah. What you would have to do as Leona in this review is you would have to go back in the VOD and find the missed opportunities. That's what you would have to do.
Right. Yes, like that dive mid and all that.
Well, as well, like the play on top side, with the Rift Herald, they had to trade that off and make a play bot or something. Like, I think Leona had the ability to take over this game, but maybe Leona was trying. Maybe Leona was trying, but crows before hose shut him down. We don't know what the Discord comms are going to be like, we can tell this Gragas has got a bold personality. That's all we know.
Yes, he's the authoritarian on the team. He's running the team like a well-oiled machine, beating to crows before hoses drum right now. Look at him cook in the top side.
No way.
He's on a mission, dude. How many times has he gone for these camps? Like, he loves these camps.
Like, especially with this matchup, Lee Sin Gragas, counter juggling, you need to be winning the game with your team and fighting, like with Yasuo. Like, there's no link up between Yasuo and no link up between Leona. That's the Gragas. Completely
that's
doing
very easy to
thing.
improve as this Gragas. Just be, as is what Pavu says. He says, be with the homies. That's what Pavu would say.
Be with the homies, exactly right.
Okay, Leona has go buttons. Leona can just go pick someone. Like, they're out of position. They
Rakan's such a Chad. I love this Rakan.
It's just very simply, I think there's a really good opportunity to talk about this concept just for everyone watching this. Like, notice how Gragas, did ring around the rosy in the jungle here, right? Got spotted on the scuttle. They all they all turn on the Gragas. But look at Rakan and Lee. They're split. If I'm Leona go. Just get something going.
Yeah. I think what she's probably thinking is like, I need a priority target. But like we said earlier, engage on the support. It's really powerful. Chain CC. Because Rakan doesn't have Merc Treads either, right? No Merc Treads. Like, he can die very fast. Yeah.
Yep, and there is no way going to win this team fight. I mean, Asol and Draven, and they're way, way stronger, so...
I mean, Trundle should be like hitting this tower, honestly.
Yep.
I don't know why Trundle's grouping either.
They need to drag him
Yeah,
around
this
the
is
map.
not a champ identity. Look how squishy Trundle is. He'll just die by just breathing, walking into a team fight, walking into Rallying Soul.
And I honestly don't think there's much else to look at this game. I think it's
this
basically
is
over.
This game goes for 50 minutes.
All right, well, let's skim through a bit and let's talk about how Red Team could end this game faster.
Should close out the game. Yeah.
How do they end
go after the Baron. Go to after the Baron, Charles.
Wait, but
What do they do
straight
with
after the
this
Baron.
Blue team.
They don't even get Baron here.
Blue team
Yeah, they don't even get
kills.
Baron here.
Asol.
Mordekaiser
1,000 gold.
left.
Oh,
Mordekaiser left. Didn't secure the Baron.
Asol gets a
Classic.
strike for dying though. Surely. Asol gave 1k.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, let's just still go after the Baron, Charles.
Yep.
After that
there's
Baron.
there's another Baron somewhere around
Which
here.
Baron? There's a couple of Bazzes.
No,
There's
the
actually
first
three
one.
Barons.
The first one.
The first one.
The first one should be closed out on first one.
But they didn't get it. They get it here after.
They get it here.
They get it later.
Okay, so all we got to do now is we got to then, play two lanes. Just play two lanes.
I think basing would be pretty good. There's all sitting on a pretty
Yep.
fat inventory of money. I
Sync
the
up
mods
together.
basing. Yep. I feel like I was maybe too harsh on Logan. He looks like he's played quite a clean game from that position. But
I don't know how, by the way. How the hell did they lose that third dragon? How did Red Team lose that third dragon, by the way? They lost third dragon.
yeah, it was when they got all the shot when they fourth shot it early on Sol over here. Gragas just redeployed and did it.
Okay.
That's what would have happened.
Yeah, now they have Baron. All they got to do is play two lanes. I wouldn't 1-3-1 because the enemy has a decent amount of engage. So yeah, let Mordekaiser aside or run down mid. Looks like Asol's best of his tempo, but he does have TP if he really wants to TP back on the map. And just play mid to bot here. You could also, I personally here, this is a super common mistake. See how Trundle's splitting topside? You know what Red Team do? They should just dive mid. And just, if you see Trundle on top, just press the go button. You got Asol R, just send it.
Right.
Rakan, just go.
This is the classic. We're desyncing bases now. Draven's base in Rakan. This is how Barons get delayed. Everyone's desyncing their recalls. You're not on the map together.
No, so what should have occurred is if Draven wanted to base, it's now. With Asol,
Sync it
right
up.
now, buy the BF sword, get back on the map.
And then what's going to
wave
happen?
does nothing.
I can guarantee what's going to happen. Someone's now going to cover top. They're going to see Trundle top.
Wow, Rakan getting caught and blowing ulti. This is really bad.
Big. This is really big.
This is bad. Okay, Mr. Rakan, you're out of here.
But I would actually, now, you've just pissed away your Baron, right? We've desynced the bases. Rakan has had to burn R. Now Trundle's going to start whipping away. And look at that. Now Mordekaiser's reacting to top. Look at that. Mordekaiser's
The map
TP
exploded
top.
off. Logan
The map
ruined the
just
game.
exploded. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, guys.
Again, the macro doesn't need to be complicated, but you do need to sync it up.
Yep. Just be all in the one spot. Identify the next objective after taking the Baron. So someone had to have the what's next mindset, right?
Yes.
Take the Baron. What's next? Okay. It actually doesn't matter what it is. Like Curtis said, you could 5 mid for all we care. Just do something.
Yep.
Right? 5 mid, 4-1.
Yeah, and that, it makes sense why the game goes for another 5 minutes because it has to, at minimum, go for another Baron now, right? There has to be another Baron. Yeah. So that's why it goes for 35 minutes. Or to the next
it turns
one,
into a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
Looks like Asol. Blue team, I just want to find out how blue team get a Baron.
47 kills to 16.
And blue team aced them here, it looks like. Gragas Yasuo combo onto Asol?
Yeah, Gragas Yasuo combo to Yasuo.
The Asol doesn't have Banshees or Sonya, so just gets chomped.
Which is what Gragas should have been doing for the last 30 minutes. That's demonstrated right there how good that combo is. You got to be playing with.
Did Asol even have R in that fight, by the way? Can you go? What happened there? What the hell happened? Okay, so they're all setting up Baron, which is great.
Well, Mordekaiser died. It's not that great. Rakan goes in on the Gragas. Good interrupt.
I don't even like this engagement, Rakan. Why are we engaging with the Leona Gragas? I don't even think that's a good engage, by the way.
He had the not empowered ulti that Asol did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it was a 4v5 engage, right? That was the main problem.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting. So then the game goes for ages, and then it looks like. And I hope.
Let's take a look at this last fight. Let's look at the last fight.
No
way. So they try to end, and then they fail to end, and then they get their base pressure. Yeah. Is that what happens?
I want to see what happens to blue team over here.
Okay, so Trundle did end up splitting. A little bit,
So
yeah.
the blue team got a Baron, and they're ending. This is Brisket's time to shine. You can't just take damage like this. Oh my god. Brisket, buddy. You've got to value your HP bar a bit
Azul
more.
has R. Azul R. Here we go.
This is undodgeable. He's just
Boom.
dead. Yeah, I mean,
So
so you
satisfying.
know what happened here? They just hit this tower for absolutely no reason.
Oh no.
Like, there's 4 people alive. They're reselling a mid.
Brisket.
They just felt like the faster you try and end, the faster you will actually lose. So
I mean,
congratulations,
look,
Sovereign,
props to
for
blue
surviving.
team.
Yep.
But blue team hang in there. They dragged a game that was got very, very sketchy to 45 minutes. So props to blue team. But yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, Azul played a really good game. I think Rakan had, moments in that game were pretty good. Gragas, I want to give Gragas a special award. You know how you give kids like, they're in junior sport, you give them like a pat in the back award. Or something. Yeah, like he definitely participated in this game. Like Gragas had a crack. He obviously he was a cook in the kitchen, like you said, Charles. Obviously, very questionable, limited fundamentals. And I mean, Yasuo was just a bot, and Trundle was a bot. I mean, they didn't wake up. Agnes 1066 and Saddleback Hogak needs to get back into the reviews, I think.
Yeah. Saddleback Hogak and Crows Before Hose need to get into the review together, honestly, and figure out what the fuck's going on.
Well, no, actually, the Leona and the Gragas needed to sync up. I think it's that Leona needs to lead the review here.
Leona needs to watch some BLA content.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to close out games as a support. All right. Well, that's it for this episode of our Iron to Gold game. Lots of good learnings. Really interesting. Bloodbath of a game. But that's a good back row takeaways. See you guys on our next episode.